hello, 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 hello. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling today? How's everybody grooving today? How's everybody moving today? I'm feeling pretty good. It's one of those situations where work's not great at the moment, but it's the weekend, which because it's the weekend and the work is not great, it makes the weekend much better. Does that make sense? Is there any sense to what I'm saying at the moment? I hope there is. Hold on a second. Doing this, doing this. I hope that it still saved that. It did. Ooh-wee. All my social media stuff is done now. How's everybody feeling? I've got myself a whiskey and coke. Which is worryingly good. Like, stupidly worryingly, but good. Because this means I'm going to be drinking a lot of it. I think there's a Halloween event that's going on at the moment. And also potentially like Extra Life charity event. We're not going to be doing either of those. Just a heads up. But they are there. They exist. And let me just switch over to Guild Wars. For some reason that's not capturing, and I don't know why. So I'll have to capture a specific screen and then do it. There we are. You can hear me and everything? Yep. Right, let's go to the lodge. This place is 100%ed. Yes. What is this? Oh, right. I got a boost because I bought the End of Dragons expansion. Did I mention that? I don't know if I've mentioned that on stream. Yeah, and in the autumn sale, I was like, I've got to get this final expansion of like seemingly the dragon related things. But having like the first three feels like a good sort of thing to have, you know? Which means, I could be wrong here, but I think it means if I go to training, we just did most of this. We haven't finished it yet, but then we have Skype out. Oh, we got so many cool things. Nice. Does this mean we can do this one now? We could do Scourge and be a gun necromancer. Sorry, Harbinger. We might focus that. But we'll see. We'll see. We're playing this very casually, as we've always been doing, really. Yeah, that's too good. That's a worry. You know, there's only 2 times where I've blacked out while drinking. And both of the times it has been because of whiskey and coke. It's the combination of, like, normally I have ciders, right? And ciders are pretty low alcohol content. You know, they're very rarely anything higher than, like, 6%. Oh, that's cool. It's a Halloween one. I hope it's not all Halloween decorated, because that would mean... Ooh, it's dark and dreary. But yeah. Whiskey, even when diluted with Coke, is still a lot higher percentage than that. And it's so much easier to drink because it's just Coke. With like a little added, like... I don't know what you'd call it, like, oomph to it. You know? Right, I remember that we beat the Molten Alliance at their headquarters because I was like, that went a bit long because it was an incredible dungeon. I've been raving about this to my friend of like, this is a significantly better dungeon than than the dungeons we've done. Admittedly, we've only done the first two, but it's significantly better. Elaborate ritual bag.
Mine. All mine.
Okay. I like doing this and just getting rid of all this stuff that's going to be completely useless for me. And then getting luck, which I think is for magic item finding, but if I'm being completely honest, you don't get much. Like, I don't see the point in it, really.
I thought you should know. They were almost all. By the time I got to Kragstead, a dozen of my friends.
I see. May the spirits guide them to peace.
That's not what he wants to hear.
Stood together. No. It's every hunter for himself, right?
It's not that simple.
Yes, it is.
What are you going to do now?
You care? I'm gonna rebuild Kragstead with whoever's left of my friends.
The smart choice is to regroup and finish the fight later. Whatever you do, may the spirits keep you safe.
It's interesting how he wears, like, a lot more armor than any of the other barbarians.
He has bear's backbone and raven's wit.
Yes, he got those from his father. I just wish he didn't also have Wolf's heart.
I don't know if he's got Raven's wit, if he's not smart enough to know why you did this. I heard you went to Kragstead with Branham. I hope you had a good fight. I was worried for these homesteaders. Branham fights well. No doubt, I wish I could have fought beside him, but I couldn't leave Holbrecht to fend for itself. I tried to convince Branham to stay. He'll probably never forgive me. So it's true? He's your son? It's true, I was young and eager to prove myself. He lived with his father all his years. Brawled to that foolish man. We agreed it was the best thing for him, for Branham. Sure. I'm glad I ran into you, Commander. Everything you did, it means a lot. All for a stranger you didn't even know. You always find a warm welcome in Kragstead. Visit any time. Are you heading back to Kragstead? Not yet, but soon. I want to enjoy the victory bonfire with the remaining refugees. We deserve it. After that, I'll return home. I want to make sure Attila is okay. I haven't seen her yet. What the heck is this? Sure. I don't know what that's about. Head to the jail? Did that say? Meet Rox at the jail in the Black Citadel. Okay. Oh, is this going to do the other side of the equation? So this is going to be the Char and their thing. Who in comparison is kind of like a normal story. Like the lady was... The only part of the lady's story that actually like felt notable was the fact that she got a new ally. She got that new little pet, right? Other than that, like... What even was her story? She was an up-and-coming scout. She continued to be an up-and-coming scout. They didn't stop her in any way. She got a new pet. Like, all the bad stuff happened, sure, but like her personal story. Then again, his story arc has not been a story arc. He didn't come to any conclusions about how... Like, maybe he could understand their perspective. Or even just the fact he didn't become completely, like, anti them to the point where he's going to fight them or anything. It just felt like he didn't agree with their viewpoint and so just isn't going to work with them. You know what I mean? Okay, who's this? Scourge me. I haven't seen this place so full since I can't remember. What's going to happen to them? They'll stay here until the Imperator is done interrogating. Then he'll judge and sentence them. Chances are they'll be sent to the Blood Citadel, where they'll be properly punished. Have they explained why they did it? They felt more powerful in this alliance than alone. They obviously want to take territory. Who knows how far they'll go. I'm glad we can rely on folks like you to stop them. What will happen to all their weapons? We'll salvage what we can. When a factory is destroyed, it takes the weapons caches with them. No Iron Legion soldier worth his salt could pass up the chances to study the molten arms, though. I see.
Chose a new pet.
It chose me.
Well, it suits you. Train it well.
I will.
Are they related?
I was wondering, Tribune,
When will you know if you're qualified to join my warband? When I'm damn good and ready, Gladium. And not before.
Yes, Tribune. Sorry, Tribune.
It doesn't
Is it
matter.
just me, or am I amazing?
It doesn't matter what you do to me. We Dredge will not be ignored. Its success was in our grasp. If only the Flame Legion weren't as thick as bedrock. Thick? What do you mean? Too thick to learn new tricks. We tried, but they're trapped in the past. All they know is fury. Give them anything sensible to handle, like Dredge machinery, and they crumble under pressure. So why did you ally with them? Vova told us it was safe. That it was a good idea. But why the Flame Legion? They control lava, the beautiful lava that flows through our caves. We used it to power our hybrid machinery. Those weapons are gone now. It was the Flame Legion. I warned them. I warned all of them that those were good-for-nothing occultists. Easy to blame someone else for your misjudgment, isn't it? Misjudgment? Perhaps. We thought we could work on a common ground, merging our technologies. We'd never have to worry about being conquered again. We believed them. Them? I've already said too much. If I were you, I'd direct my corrections at the Char. They're far more guilty than we are. You blew it. Your plan failed. The plan was flawed from the beginning. We were not orchestrating our own momentum. Instead, we listed to the selective promises of that snake and stuck our head too far out of our holes. I see nothing more to add.
Hey.
I didn't expect to see you. It's good to see a friendly face. Tribune Brimstone had me interrogating the prisoners. I owe you big thanks for your help at the hatchery. Rightlock was impressed. Have you gotten them to talk? A little. Been spending more time keeping them from killing each other. Both blame the others for their defeat. Any camaraderie the Molten Alliance had is gone. You're welcome to give it a shot, though. What are you up to now? I have a long overdue date with a hot meal and a long relaxing bath. As soon as this interrogation is done, but there's a hot spring in the mountains with my name on it. So you decided to adopt that little devourer? More like he adopted me. We were meant for each other. Soon as I can, I'll take him back to the hatchery so we can train together. How's the warband bid going? So far so good, though I've only just begun. I think they were impressed by how we handled the hatchery, but that was just a preliminary test. There will be more, and it will be brutal. Call on me if you need any help. Absolutely, thanks for the offer. I'm going to need all the luck and help I can get. I'm familiar with Tribune Brimstone's depth of imagination when it comes to testing. I'll be in touch. I look forward to it. What, you got a problem with me? Just curious, what did you hope to accomplish? You could never understand because you and your people are destined to die in our fires. Your time is coming, you should prepare yourself. What are you talking about? Never mind. Go fight your dragons. If you don't, they'll annihilate you. They'll annihilate you too. I doubt it. We'll be here long after the dragons have swallowed you and yours. In your dreams. Okay, what does this say? The Molten Alliance is splintered. Holbreck and the Black Citadel are free over the invading forces for now. What remains unknown is why the Dredge and Flame Legion collaborated to begin with. I've decided to explore the matter. However, I expect you to use this time to recuperate in the warmth of the celebratory bonfires. You were instrumental in our success and deserve a break. Did I delete that? Oh, well. Let's go celebrate. We celebrate. We're celebrating. Law. There's law right there. All that matters is law. Let's see how the refugees are doing. I'm always happy to see the Flame Legion take one to the gut, and Dredge too. It's good news all around. Now maybe things can get back to normal around here. What happened to the refugees? They're leaving, going home to rebuild, joining or forming new war bands. We're inspired by all the new Gladia, like that Rox. She's got no war band, but she keeps fighting. I see. Pardon me. I'm about to sneeze. Oh. I could be teleporting here and it would technically save me a loading screen. Sorry. But I don't want to. I don't want to use the money. I'm in that mindset of I don't want to use a load of money. And that mindset will change as soon as there's a slight annoyance, if we're being honest. I hate the fact I haven't completed this area. How far away am I? We're about 20%. It's only 20%. That's nothing. Absolutely freaking nothing. I mean, at the very least, we're going to get every one of these that we want. We've done 50% of the whole of the world that we have access to now, pre-expansion. And that just makes me want to do more. Who are you? Spirits be praised that it's finished, though I have to say, it's still hard to celebrate when I know what heartbreak and hardship the refugees went through. Maybe they can start over. What are they doing now? The consortium camp in the South Sun Cove. Hold on a second. Is calling to some people. Others, though, are talking about following some kid named Branham back to rebuild his village. Kid's got a way about him, inspiring. Interesting. Bye. Hey, Branham. Commander, I'm glad you could make it. Sit, please, grab an ale. We'll savour a moment of reprieve. I'm glad to see you in high spirits. High enough spirits. The loss of life at Kragstead, well, at least we can celebrate our victory against the Molten Alliance. The Vigil is keeping an eye out for any more weapon facilities. Hopefully this is the end of it. Commander! Great, good to see you. Figured I'd make my way to Holbrook after the interrogations, take a minute to savour the quiet. Plus Barnum is quite the singer when he's at 3 glasses of ale deep. Hopefully the quiet lasts. Word is that the Molten Alliance is scattered. The Vigil and Wolfborn are caging up the stragglers, trying to gather any intel they can. The Citadel's jails are going to need a new annex at this rate. I meant to ask, in the mine, about the explosives. Oh, yeah, I'm not ready to talk about that, not yet. I've got a weight on my shoulders, and sometimes it keeps me from opening up. It keeps me from living, but if I take it day by day, we can talk whenever you want. Roses are red, Barnum is blue. No, Wolf, am I a child? I'll tell you, your heart is colder than Jogman's breath. That sentiment is there, but my heart is a volcano, yours is a tundra. It needs to be more evocative. Yours, an ice-covered meadow, beautiful but bitter. That's hilarious. The bonfire represents our victory over the Molten Alliance. A satisfying chorus of snaps and crackles fills the air, though there's something bittersweet about the smell. Hey, we did it. You've completed Living World episode and have locked an additional achievement. You may now replay this episode from the journal tab, and you may replay and allows you to visit instances in order to complete achievements. Got it. What's the next? Sky Pirate. Yeah, continue the story. Okay, first. Salutations, adventurer. Across Tyrell, many have heard the terrors of the Molten Alliance that plague the Northlands, and now a new opportunity has come to let you revisit the downfall firsthand. That's right. Okay, I'm not reading all of that. That's complete. Eleanor Jr., you may not know me, but I know you. I'm calling upon you because you're capable in the face of danger. If you consider yourself a force for good in this world, then I implore you to attend the Dragon Bash effigy ceremony in Lion's Arch. I've heard whispers about a threat to the ship's council, and, if left unchecked, to the city itself. I'd intervene myself, but circumstances prevent it. I'd wish you luck, but luck is what fools and idiots require to stay alive. You, I believe, are neither. I will surely contact you again. E. What did I get? Ooh, a box. A fused shoulder. Ooh, okay. Let's have a look what these things are. This. Can you go here? Using gems. Well, this has more slots than this one, right? Hold on a second. If we move this to here, and we switch this with that, we now have extra slots. Right? Do we keep this? I'll keep it there. What does this give me? Fused shoulder that I can't use. Fused shoulder that I can use. Ooh. It's better, right? Rare to exotic, it just is better. This is cool, though, and I don't want to get rid of this. Let's see how I look. Hero, equipment, dyes. Can I dye this purple? You can. That's definitely being done. Wait, no, we want Abyss, don't we? And then we put an orchid right here. Perfect. That actually looks good if it wasn't for the middle bit that's just not... It's not right. Okay. We are going to try and... We're going to do a couple of these missions here. Because I feel bad not finishing this stuff up. As much as there's a part of me that's like, just... What are you doing? And just... I need to just... There's a part of me that's going, just do the story. What are you doing? But then there's another part of me going, we know what you're doing. You're having fun. And you're doing the bits that you feel like doing at that moment. And that bit is winning. Which is rare for me. Normally, that bit doesn't win. Normally, whichever bit's calling me an idiot is the one that wins. But today is different. I feel like Bear would be my go-to if I had to choose one. If we're being completely honest, though, I wouldn't be part of, like, a war band if I was in this world. And I think people... I know people are like, oh, just suspend your disbelief when it comes to this stuff. But I do feel like a lot more people think that they actually are going to be part of, like, an adventurer or, like, a soldier or a guard in these worlds. Where, realistically, as soon as danger is to your life... There's no way you're actually becoming any of those kinds of things. Unless you are a very rare group of people. You know? It's something that I sort of, like, have to always do whenever I get those hypotheticals. Because people are always like, oh, what would you do in, like, a zombie apocalypse? or in like in this, you know, in being in a certain fictional world. And if we're being realistic, like take for example a superhero world, right? I was going to go a bit more specialized, but let's go just generic and say a superhero world, right? You got Spider-Man there, you got all the masked heroes going out, being good. Even if I get powers...
I pray to the spirits, but they rarely answer.
Like, even if I get superpowers, let's be honest, I'm not doing anything related to being a superhero. Yeah, I'm probably not actually using my powers regularly. Like, what probably is happening is I'm doing the same job I'm doing now, except I also happen to have hidden superpowers that I never use. Or, I get a... This is the only exception to that. Well, it's one of the exceptions. I'm sure there's many. It's different if I'm in a situation where I have a healing power. It's why it's always my default whenever somebody asks what like kind of power you'd want in like a sort of magic or superpowered world. Healing is just one of those ones where you just print money. You could have a job there that is unique to you that they will pay a fair amount of money for. And it's just instantly like, well, perfect. I've got a job now. Wait, this isn't even the right place for what I thought it was. Okay, yeah, that one's probably coming from here. But yeah, just for me, that feels like a no-brainer. I almost have to... You know how, like, in a lot of hypotheticals, they kind of have to put, like, these caveats? So, well, not this, because this is obvious. It's kind of like that for me. Whenever it comes to, like, a lot of these hypotheticals. Because, I don't know. Realistically, I'm not going to put myself in danger. It's why when I did, I did this character creation a while back for a hypothetical, sort of like TTRPG thing of us being regular people that are thrusted into kind of like, if you've ever read like an isekai novel, in the sense of like you're suddenly sent to a world, you are given limited powers and you're given a mission to do, and if you succeed in the mission, you're brought back to your world, and if you don't, you're killed, right? And in that situation, I was building a character, and I was trying to build a character that felt real, you know, like felt like a person, and instantly it just turned into a coward. Because my only assumption with in those situations is like, you would be a cowardly person that feared for your life. And people always put coward as being like a bad thing. But I'm not trying to say it as a bad thing. I'm saying it as like, you have a solid and obvious... How to phrase this right? You have a clear-cut understanding of the value of your life. You know? Oh, hello. Hi, Respect Ranger, if you're in here. I appreciate the talking to me. I don't even know if you were talking to me. There was a good chance there was another streamer there. But yeah. It's you. Oh, thanks. I'm assuming then that was you. Over PvP queue. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. But yeah, like, cowardly, not bad. Being a coward is not bad. In real life. In games, who cares? Just run at everything. Who cares about the risk? Just run at a dragon with his mouth open. Cause it'd be funny, you know? Where do we go for that one? Where is it on the map? It's just right behind. Okay. I know I was like, oh, this isn't the place that I actually wanted 100%, but I may as well, while I'm here, 100% it, right? I mean, we've already gotten it to 72. And I will eventually have to do every area. Why can't I go through here? Oh, it's an instance. Oh, it's got the lady! God, all of them look cool. Okay, this dude's called Dragon Render. I appreciate the name. I'm pretty damn sure that you haven't actually rendered a dragon. Bear in mind, everyone was surprised when we took down dragons. I guess we took down an Elder Dragon. You could have taken down a regular dragon. Which it seems... They do seem quite scary inherently. Just in general. I mean, we were shooting them down a lot, but we were in an airship that was cranked full of like a bunch of incredibly powerful guns. The average person to render Blimmin' Dragon in 2? That's impressive. But yeah, I was just so surprised to actually see somebody who was saying hi streamer that I went off track. But yeah, like in the hypothetical that we were doing, the TTRPG, where we were playing normal people, I just instantly just made a coward. Being at range, because let's be honest, the average person in this world does not have the mentality or experience dealing with being in an actual fight in any capacity, right? It wouldn't be realistic. And obviously, you got to suspend your disbelief a tiny bit when you're playing a game. But there's limits to it, right? I really hope Path of the Thorn is good. I keep hearing so many good things about it from people who come into my chat. And they're always like, oh, it's incredible. It's like, it's such a big jump up from the base game. And I really hope that is true. Because I didn't mind the story. It was a bit bare bones, the story in the base game. I could sort of take it or leave it. But oh, perfect. I can get up there. But like the dungeon that we got in the Living Worlds thing that we just did was incredible. You know, it was really good. It was like... Maybe the other dungeons, because as I said, I've only done the first couple, but maybe the other dungeons were of similar quality, but it felt like there was more of a mechanic to stuff, you know? Like, the biggest mechanic we got in the first 2 dungeons, at least the biggest mechanic that it felt like we got in the first 2 dungeons was the whole idea of the 2 people, and you couldn't have them close to each other, or else they got a power-up. And that was it, really. There wasn't exactly more of a mechanic. Like, there was... The final boss, or like one of the final bosses of the first dungeon, was like a guy who had a wolf, and you had to kill off the wolf because he was immortal as long as the wolf was around. But like that was kind of it. Whereas the bosses that we were dealing with in the Living Worlds dungeon, like one of them was a gauntlet where you just effectively had to dodge attacks, occasionally killing some of the ads that are appearing, but you were mainly just dodging attacks from this mad scientist and his experimentations. And then the other one had like the Ornstein and Smough, if you've ever played Dark Souls, of the whole idea of like two guys, and when one of them dies, the other one gets buffed, but you're fighting two of them at once, right? They also kind of had the whole thing of like one was slow but strong and one was fast but comparatively weaker. I do wonder if I went about that the wrong way and I should have focused the other guy. But it felt like I could get away from the dude in the mech, and I didn't think I could get away from the guy not in the mech. The big sort of Minotaur person. I'm not 100% sure if they're Minotaurs, by the way, or whether they're Char that just have bull horns. I think it's likely the Minotaur thing, but the more I say, the more I'm like, it could be either. I'm annoyed I didn't get these when I got the bear thing. I just didn't look inside. This place is really cool. It makes me want to make a character that is set like is a Char so that I can have this as my sort of starting area. I've done the plant people before, and I've done the... Obviously, I've done a human before. But I think if I was going to make another character... I don't know. It's between these guys and the Char. Because the Char have an interesting culture, and I would... My assumption is every like starting mission ends with you sort of meeting the hero party equivalent for that race. So, because I met the guy who's like the guard of the princess, and he was the human one, right? I feel like that makes sense. How do we get in here easily? Probably through that door there. We have to get through this door, surely. It's so funny that every time somebody comes into the stream and like, or comes into the game and talks to me, I'm always just instantly like, what the heck's happening? I just get so surprised. I don't expect people to... Because obviously the stream is like one guy. At most there'll be just me and that's it. I never expect there to actually be people watching. And so I always get so surprised about that kind of stuff. Like, obviously, there's always that ambition to become, like, a proper streamer. That's always in the back of your mind of, like, ooh, could I do it? Could I do this? Could I do it? But realistically, I never think I'm actually going to get there. I don't think you really should... It's probably the right mindset to act as if you will. But I don't think I ever have had that kind of mindset. You know, of just like willing it into existence. That's never really been me. I'm more the kind of guy that's like, hey, I'm going to try my best. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know? How do I get to that? It's like the final one I have to get, and I can't figure out how to get to it.
Yes? Oh, are your hunts dissatisfied?
Do I come from a different angle? No? Let me try from the front door again. I was talking about this with somebody at work, but one of the advantages of playing a game that's like had such a long time to add stuff to the game is that you have this situation like now where there's so much to this game that I can slowly make my way through. You know, how do I get up there?
Pay attention.
How do I get to the top floor? Doesn't... Is there something in this middle bit that allows me to go up? Like this... Oh, it's this probably, right? Although that said stairs down. Oh no, this might be the right place. Yes, it is. Okay, that's 100%ed. Nice. They don't give you a nice little message when you do that. Well, that's a shame. I like those little messages that are like, thank you and congratulations, you've helped. I've heard about your deeds from afar. And we really appreciate it and all that. It just gives me a little happiness. Always tired? I agree, mate. You realise it the older you get, that you actually... People don't go, like, do stuff while awake. People are never fully awake. The older you get, the more you realise this. Nobody's ever fully awake. It's all about just managing your level of tiredness. But you're always going to be tired. That's a rule of thumb. A real rule of thumb. Your body will get to a point where it physically won't sleep enough because it's so used to your routine. It will not sleep enough to actually give you restful sleep. They'll give you enough to hit that level of tiredness that you're like, this is fine. The Mad King says begins in an hour and 21 minutes. What is the Mad King says? I'm kind of scared. I mean, I know it's the Halloween event. I don't... It doesn't take a genius to figure that out, but like... This doesn't feel like the right one. It isn't. I knew it wasn't. It's upper level, isn't it? Oh, it is. Never mind. Wait, no. Yes, it is from this. Okay. Ooh, birthday cakes. Oh, I've got to have a birthday cake before I go. No, I feel like I might be intruding. Oh, he didn't have to slice at me. What did I do? I'm just a necromancer with flaming smoke coming out of it. Guess flaming smoke doesn't really need to be said. No, wait, you can make smoke without... What the heck is that? So I just looked back at the screen. Is that a dragon? I want to fight that. Okay, just before this thing starts, I'm going to go into the assumption that this is a fight. Because those things look awesome and I want to fight them. I don't know what they are, but they're awesome and I want to fight them.
And crews and visitors too. Welcome to the first annual Dragon Bash. Is everyone having a good time? It's time to light the effigies and turn this Dragon Bash into a Dragon Burn. But first, let me introduce the other ship's council members.
The Bloodied Hand. Captain Bonnie Ann Reed. Captain Tock. Captain Theo Ash.
Captain Ann Reed. And when I say fine, I do mean fine.
I'll be the judge of that. Yeah, kind of.
Captain Tock, one of the most impressive Asura ever to sail the seas.
If you like my sprocket, Magnus, you should see my new rocket.
Whatever. And last but not least, it's Captain Theo Ashford of the Ascalonian Ashfords. A more effective family of cutthroats never lived.
Ah, you're too kind, Magnus. I'll
have to work extra hard to live up to your praise.
What the heck is this?
You'd better, you salty old dog. The ship's council will also like to welcome the cultural representatives joining us today. They're all secretly wondering if we brought them up here to sacrifice them.
Ha!
No, of course we didn't. Let's give our brave visitors a
Oh, there's the frog people as well.
for their kin who were killed by dragons. All hands on deck. Toss your memorials on the pyre. Let's light the horizon with this.
We're gonna be attacked by dragons, aren't we?
Begin the burning.
Or there's gonna be people in it. They're doing a Wicker Man. Yeah, I'm watching the ceremony. Do I?
That's
What?
right. Toss your memorials right on the effigy. Everybody, let's remember all those we've had taken.
You're
from
standing way too close.
Nicely
Get
done,
back.
friends. Nicely done. All right, light 'em up. Light 'em up. Light 'em. Great spirits.
No.
Something for me?
Everyone stay calm. The Lion Guard are here. You there, get to the counselors and protect them. You, get up to the stage and form a perimeter around the counselors. Lion Guard, go get that Dolyak and bring it to the front. We have injured and we need to get the counselors to safety.
Who needs assistance?
See if you can help the Char cultural rep. He's injured and not moving.
I'll do what I can.
Stay alert, everyone. That may have just been the prelude. Oh no. Some are seriously injured. Where's that Dolyak? You, and... mists. All of you. Go with that Dolyak. Make sure the injured counselors get to the fort.
What the heck is happening? Why is there electric only in that one? This one went perfectly fine. I mean, these people look like they can guard anything, though. Defend the who's attacking us? We'll know instantly as soon as we get attacked what we're dealing with. Oh.
Time to do some
Right, it's one of the cutthroat people. I'm going to guess it's one of the people that... one of the councillors, but it's going to be a council member that we don't think it is. Like, it's not going to be this guy.
You'll be doing that one for days.
Because that's such an easy thing to say. That Mr. the Bloodied Hand, that was the only one that didn't get hit, is the person who did it.
I could outrun a centaur.
Now, in most situations, it's the simplest explanation is the right explanation, right? But not in stories. Never in stories. Bring it on. Interesting that they kind of look like they are just...
Lethal combination. Feel the fury.
They kind of just look like they are actually just adventurous. You are not getting away with this. Fire! That is not much of a mask, mate. It's not covering your eyes. Ellen Keel seems cool. I'm guessing you're not going to have any relevance in the next story, though. Because you don't have to do this, which is a problem. It's one of the problems with doing these kinds of things, where it's just like, oh, these characters, yeah, they're cool for this, but they're never coming up ever again. Because why would they? We want everybody that's coming into this to know everybody. Good. They're down. What? How are they appearing out of nowhere? Hit the person with a talisman. I always like it when it's obvious that what your character does, like having a wide mix of weapons, is something that actually is a thing that the world does. It always makes it feel better. What? That's so many enemies. This is not a small amount of dudes. How do you even coordinate this high level amount of people? Also, he's just immune? I mean, I can get rid of protective shields if that becomes a problem. I do wish, and I know why they don't do this, but I do wish that in this game, and in many other games, if we're being completely honest, they made it feel a lot more like the NPCs actually do stuff. Like, I'm not saying they do nothing here, but you can test it out, and it's like, they do, like, no damage. If you do 20 damage, they do 2 damage, you know? So it's like they're doing something, but they never feasibly ever kill something. They sort of just keep it there so that you can deal with it. And I know why they do this. And I understand it, but it's still annoying. I'd like to just one time get to an area and go... I don't know what that means. Like, I just like one time to get to one of those areas and it's just be like, oh, it's already dealt with. Old Steve has just killed all of them. And it not be like a scripted thing. Because I know people will just show examples of like, oh, look at this cool thing where you get to an area and like, the NPC has killed all of them. And it's like, yeah, but like that was a scripted thing. That was planned to happen. It's not as if, like, this is a off-the-cuff, they actually have damage thing. It's like, oh, this is supposed to show how badass they are. And they're still going to do the thing where they don't actually kill people in the regular day-to-day. Well, these dudes are running out of morale quickly. Probably should finish off these guys. Just make sure that this area's been kept. Hey, was that an enemy? No, that was a Lion Guard. Oh, these guys have got him down to that dude to 15%. That's not insignificant, you know? If we had left them, they maybe would have killed one of them. Maybe. Okay, the morale has to be pretty low now. I mean, for goodness sake, look how much damage we've done. Let's get back to the cart. I mean, admittedly, we've got so many people now, surely. We can't be ambushed again. What's this? Dungeon Fractal of the Mists. Don't know what that is. While this is going on.
This was no accident. I'm opening an official investigation into what just happened here. Thanks for your help.
What was this here for?
You saved a few lives today. Go enjoy what's left of Dragon Bash. There's nothing more to do here.
This thing was flying on its own. This was useless.
One more confirmation of how
It's just a figurehead. I kind of love that, actually. I love the idea of just having something that's incredibly garish. Or garish. I don't know how you say it. But it's just a figurehead thing. Oh. Or crafting. What's the next one? Gain access to a network of regional. Ah, cool. Shadow of a Madman. What's that? Ah, okay. Mail. What did we get? The situation has worsened. One of the Lion Archer's counselors, Theo Ashford, has succumbed to his wounds. The Lion God is keeping the news quiet while the festival continues, but they're overwhelmed trying to maintain security in the city. At this very moment, a killer walks free, and this cannot be allowed. Go to Divinity's Reach, to the Eastern Commons. There, in a back alley bar called the Dead End, you'll find one of the best investigative minds in Terrar, Majoria Deluci. She will need your help to find those behind the Councillor's death. Tell her E sent you. Work with her. Sift through the clues and solve the crimes. I will surely contact you again. Sure. What is this? Ooh, candy.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Sweet, sweet loot. I'm sure someone's done the joke of going sweet, sweet loot and then just having the musical instrument. I can't be the first person to think of that. They're literally the same word. God, the ice makes a whiskey and coke so much better. I don't know why I'm talking about this a load. Nobody really cares. But I love it. It's just making me so much more happy. Just in general. I think it's just relaxing me. And I appreciate that. Because I can be stressed loads. Divinity's Reach. This was technically where I started. And yet I still have not 100%ed this area. I don't like multiple level cities. Because I always get lost in them. Without a doubt. Is this one an easy one to get? Yeah, this one's an easy one to get. Let's quickly get this while we're here. It saves us just time in the future. Like, realistically, I should do these every time. I'm going to have to do 4 more hometowns, though. And that's going to be a bit of a worry.
I'm done with him. He's gonna wash up on shore.
Well, that's not something I should probably want to be hearing as somebody that doesn't like people committing crimes. Ignore the fact my background happened to be having me, like, it heavily implies that I was doing crimes. We're going to ignore that. Oh, look, it's the twins! The people who look exactly the same. What the heck is this? I love it. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. Mechanized orchestra. Oh, it's like a one-man band, except not. My cat's going to be really annoyed. Ooh, that was a weird, but kind of nice picture. Ooh, it's going noir.
Could have been just another dreary night in the same old smoky bar, with that siren song lulling drunks and lonely hearts deeper into their sorrows. It could have been, but then he walked in. Logan Thackeray, the man with all the answers. Well, some of the answers, some of the time.
Marjorie Delacroix?
If it suits you.
It suits me just fine. I want to hire you. There's been a murder. Lion's Arch Counselor Theo Ashford is dead, and I want to know who's responsible.
Sounds like a job for the Lion Guard. What's got you peaked?
Between you and me, Ashford's an old friend of the family. I want to make sure they find his killer.
I see. And you don't trust the Lion Guard?
Let's just say I'm hedging my bets. The pay's good. You in?
How can I say no to Captain Lowe?
No names. I was never here.
Maybe not, but your money is. I'm in.
I'm loving this.
Lady Casimir, what are you doing in a place like this?
Is that a mesmer?
Good to see you.
Excuse me, Jory. What did Logan Thackeray want?
Justice, I guess. And he paid in advance.
Hold
Where
on.
are you going this time?
Lion's Arch. Come along if you like. I could use your special talents. Besides, Dragon Bash is in full swing.
Thank you. That's so kind. I believe I shall.
Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna have to alt tab for something. Okay, let's have a talk. You're showing an unnatural and unhealthy interest in my business. Is there something I can do for you? E sent me to help. Is that so? I shouldn't be surprised. There isn't the first time he's provided what I need before I even knew what I needed. Name's Eleanor Jr. Major D'Aquila. I can't say her name. Looks like we're going to Lion's Arch, Eleanor Jr. You got any outstanding warrants there? Not that I'm aware of. You? Not yet. Tell you what. Introduce yourself to my friend over there, the blonde. I have to go pack my anti-pirate spray. I'll meet you in L.A. Look for me. L.A. I love it. Look for me at the scene of the crime. You bet. Hello. You're here to assist with the investigation into the murder in Lion's Arch. That's right. My name is Eleanor Jr., my lady. Pleasure to meet you. By all means, call me Casimir. However, did you know to come here? E sent me. Ah, the mysterious Mr. E, I see. Well, your assistance will be more than welcome, I'm sure. I'll see you in Lion's Arch. I'll see you in L.A. Ooh, hello, Thackeray. Okay, Commander, what you overheard in the bar. Your secret's safe with me. Thanks, I know I shouldn't get involved. The Lions Guard are handling it. But I can't just stand around and do nothing. Councillor Ashford was a friend. He had a family. We'll figure out who did this. Hang in there, Logan. I think Logan, I'm biased because I've seen a lot more of his story than the other people. But, like, Logan's so cool. Like, Logan is notably cooler than the others for me. And I have seen... Like, I did the plant one. And I don't really like the plant hero lady. But there's something about Logan I really like. I really can't do the whole controlling it while the map's up. It's borderline impossible for me. Oh, look, everybody's getting ready for it. I don't know what it's about, but everybody's getting ready to do it. Never mind. Oh, you got to do it the same way, which is to go into here and then... Oh, it's so weird. Why do you have to do it that way? Sorry, that sounded like I was complaining like I was a kid. It's so weird. Why do we have to play it that way? No, but it's very weird. I don't know why they have to do that. That's such a cool piece of art. The idea that, like, nature to combat, like, people who are trying to destroy it would go into the most powerful image they naturally could see, which would be a dragon, and they make a wood construct dragon. Sounds awesome.
You look like you're in charge.
You're smarter than you look.
So my mama always said. But I'm not here for witty banter, satisfying as that might be. I'm a private investigator from Divinity's Reach, and I want to offer you my services.
What could you possibly offer that the Lion Guard doesn't already have covered?
That's a loaded question. Let me tell you about my Tassie box. I bought it off a snotty little Asura. It can detect all manner of energy fluctuations. May I demonstrate?
Now you've got me curious. Of course, curiosity killed the cat. But go on. Show me.
Just press those buttons and see what glows.
What does that glow mean?
It means the dead Char recently came in contact with the arcane residue. And not while his life was passing before his eyes.
No kidding.
Not even if you ask nicely.
I fucking love this back and forth. My instincts haven't failed me yet. Bringing the Tassie boxes were exactly the right thing to do. Will you help me? What do you need? Take one of the Tassie boxes and test people. I've already tested you, so you've been cleared. I'll take a Tassie box. Just point and click. The box is designed to reveal auras. I've programmed it to highlight residual energies. It's cruelly programmed at the moment, but I can fine-tuning the settings as we learn more. I'm gonna guess you. You. Yes, calibrating. You. Okay, what about you? No. What about you? No. What about you?
You must be kidding.
Don't fret. You'll come to no harm unless you had a hand in what happened.
What about you?
She's glowing. All right.
I have my papers, my identity card, the Arcane Council proclamation, and the contribution manifest.
Could she have gotten it from the dead Char that glowed? She attempted to revive him.
The detective would know that too, if she paid better attention to her crime scene.
Oh, disappointment. Well, you're one lucky little pirate, you are. Consider yourself exonerated.
Nice. I'm innocent. Who are you? Izura, honor graduate of the College of Dynamics from Ratasun, chosen by the Arcane Council to be the Asurian component of the Dragon Bash presentation and ritual. What did you see? Oh, that terrible sight. As the other representatives put their items into the effigy, I noticed a strange reaction taking place inside it. Strange how? There was a certain arcane chromatic discharge, as if a cascading escalation were taking place. Certainly not supposed to happen. What about you, Fallen Willem? Are you in charge here? I've been telling the Lion God I have nothing to do with what happened. All this hassle. Should have never left Ebonhawk. Who are you? For the millionth time, I'm Fallen Waylan, appointed by both Commander Samolson and Queen Jannar to be the human cultural ambassador for the Dragon Bash. What did you see? Before the blast, I noticed the Char was acting fidgety. Then I noticed some of the other representatives also looked nervous. Which ones? The Ogre, the Quarian, the Sylvari, the Skrit. I thought it was a stage fright or something. That'd be you. Questions, questions, questions. Too many questions. Proper hunters would have caught their prey by now. Who are you? Kiruk Timberhorn, descendant of Jinna Woodsplitter and non-cultural representative for Dragon Bash. Didn't keep the surname though, did ya? What did you see at the effigy event? There were too many people moving around, too many noises, too many distractions. Sure, mate. What about you? Have you come to ask questions? Or have you come to gawk at the survivors? Disgusting. Show respect for the dead and wounded.
Failed to report in. We better track them down. Ms. Delacroix, I'll contact you and your associates when we have something to investigate. Thanks for everything.
Well, we haven't done this one yet. Are you done here? I need to return to the Togalti by nightfall.
This detective owes you. Thanks.
We know that the Char representative was probably involved, but I wonder if he had accomplices. It doesn't seem like a one-assassin job. Agreed. We're still missing 5 of the cultural representatives who were here at the time. They ran off before we could stop them. How can I help? I can ask around, Inspector. I'll contact our mutual friend here if I hear anything. I'll be waiting. Sounds good. Until then, get some rest. I'm going to be attacked while I rest, aren't I? I ain't born yesterday. I was born at night, but I wasn't born yada yada yada. You know the drill. Eleanor Jr. The Lions Guard have leads on 3 of the 5 missing suspects. I'd love to get lost in this mystery, but I'm needed in Lion's Arch. We've only just met, but I need someone who can travel to interrogate the suspects, and you've proven critical in this investigation. Casimir is wrapped up with paperwork back at the bar. Do what you can to convince the suspects to return to Lion's Arch, and take good notes if you see anything interesting. Here's the intel we've got of their location. We've discovered footprints from the ogre suspect Vorak leaving the crime scene in Lion's Arch. Follow them. Okay. We'll start with that one, and then we'll move on to the next one. That's the smart thing to do. Never mind, it wants us to do this one first. I like how these attacks always appear on the screen, and then instantly they're destroyed. Because people are ready for them. Now let me read this mail again. What does the script one have? The script suspect was sighted in the field near the estates. Got it. That's a suspicious barrel. What are these? Look, the events are cool and all, but I can't not do story stuff because it's so cool. Near the estates. This is the estate. Script. Oh, they're done with. This is the estate. So it's been found near here. Maybe in the estate? Let's try in the estate to see if there's anything. Script. Are you here? If you're not here, I'll be very sad. And then I'll have to try outside. You over here? You living your life? I wish to talk to you. It's just to talk to you. It's nothing big. Nope. It said just outside, right? Oh, there you are. Genius. You aren't shiny. You smell like sea. Good smell, though. Shiny man give me shiny for big party, said the other script on long vacation. That was nice. I need you to return to Lion's Arch for questioning. Lion's Arch? No, big noise, screaming, very scary. Didn't know what to do, felt guilty for running. We'll stay out here. Stay safe. Yes, stay here. Stay safe, stay here. The shiny men will say you did it. You were fooled by them, and they'll kill you too. Fooled? No, not fooled. We won't be fooled. I'll be back. I'll go back scared, but must be brave. Didn't do it right. I have to find out. I'm trying to be a bit more ferocious. God, I'll tell you this. You know how people always talk about VR? And they always talk about the hypothetical of, like, being put in the game. Whether it's sort of like Sword Art Online or whether it's a different kind of one. I really think that when I look at games like this, and I think about actually living in this world, instantly my thinking is like, this is the kind of world I would live in. The kind of one where I could just relax and like, oh, what a blimmin'. Happy with that. This is the kind of world I would live in. The world that just looks absolutely beautiful, and I can just take walks in it. Like, not even really do the quests. Obviously, I would occasionally, but just sitting there and going like, I'm just going to relax, mate. I'm just going to relax here and walk through this incredible world. Feels like perfect to me. Absolutely freaking perfect. And if I think about it realistically, that's more likely for me to do if I was in this world than... Wait. There. Okay, but first... There's something over here. Wait, how... Oh, we're only 68%. Doing this one and this one actually might get me very close to it. This thing. Let's just commune with the suspended tablet of... Let's ignore the fact I'm stuck in the wall. I'm almost to 1,000 to get that achievement thing. Now, admittedly, the fact I'm only getting to 1,000 now does not make it me feel like I'm going to be able to get to the other prizes anytime soon, but it's something. I know we're going the exact opposite way of that one, but we can't get it. Well, we might be able to get it, but it feels like it would be a bit hard. And we still have a fair amount of other stuff to do. I don't know how you get to the point where you can get some of these specializations, by the way. Because, like, the initial one for the gun necromancer takes 30 hero points. Like, I'd understand if it was 3, but it's 30. Like, how do you get to 30? Like, I don't think I've gotten 30 just from the area in general. You get like 9 in an area. Like, literally, look, there's 9 here. Oh, hold on a second. That one's close enough for it to be shown on the map. Let's just quickly get that one as well. They got me here. Because it has just enough percentage where I'm like... I could just stay here and just finish this off. You know? I could. I shouldn't. Especially not for an area I'm not even really doing anything with. But I could, right? And that would be another 100%. I'm on 52 at the moment. It might bring it to like 53.
I'll break your bones and laugh doing it.
That doesn't sound like what a lion guard should be doing. Get my defenses up.
So you can fight.
Who said I couldn't fight? Seriously, who said that? I think there was a long way to actually get to an area I probably could easily have just teleported to. In fact, I'm borderline convinced of that now. But we started it, and now we will continue to do it until we succeed. I 100% could teleport to here. God, they did a long run if they're all the way over here. Like, the skirt, the rat boy, he just went to, like, the area outside of the city and then hid. This guy's gone... Like, Lion's Arch is there. He's gone over this mountain. I guess he's gone via sea, actually. That's not too weird. That makes sense, actually, because it's a Quorgon, isn't it? So it's a fish person. Dances with demons, eh? Fancy. He's also got that golem that I have no idea what that is. Well, there's a defeated player here. Let me go help them. There. I like how there's also another person that saw it on there and was just like, let's just go help that person. That's the nice things that I don't feel like you get as much in some other games. I appreciate that kind of mindset. Okay, what does the thing say about the Quorgon? In the Sorrow Sound. What is the sorrowful sound is over there. But first, what's this about a mastery point right here? Down. It's in this thing here. How do I get into this ball? Can I get... That feels like it's a door. Okay. Maybe it's something unrelated to what I was doing at the moment. The sorrowful sound is over here. What is this? It's like a circle in the water. Oh frick! It's this area. I don't know what you're supposed to do here. Did they say in the sorrowful sound or around the sorrowful sound? Is in the sorrowful sound. Hey, Quorgon. Quorgon. Are you in here? This place is dangerous. You shouldn't be here. Ow. You're not in there? Where are you? You hiding in here? This would be a good hiding spot, but I'd be really annoyed if you were here. You can only be in such a part of this, because it's not that big. How do I... Are they up there? I bet you it's this. I bet you we've got to find our way in. And all the way to the top. And you'll be somewhere here. No? No? This is the sorrowful sound, right? Yeah. Does the data recorder have us... No? That's unrelated. Although, is it unrelated? Energy? Quorgon, come out to play. I just wish to talk to you about our Lord and Savior, Justice. Sorry, I got a bit overzealous there. I just want to talk. If you've got nothing to hide, then we'll have no problems. Like, seriously, where are they? It's such a short amount of area. Did I get... Was it easy for me just because I'd been stupid and I'm just walks into the area that was supposed to be a bit more hidden. Because I completely looked out when it came to that. Like, does this place not feel like there's a secret to get... To get inside? Wait, am I in the stone? I am in the stone. That's why it was doing weird. Well, this is... This is getting to the point where I'm getting annoyed. I mean, it's one dude in this whole area. How hard is it to find him? He's right there. Wait, is he outside? You'd tell me if you were hiding outside, right? You wouldn't be a dick. Because it says in. So there's no way that you're just hiding outside. Because that's not in the Sorrowful Sea. You're freaking there. You're freaking there. You're hiding from me. Please don't hurt Quaggan or Quaggan's tadpoles. Quaggan just did what Quaggan was told. They threatened Quaggan's nursery. Quaggan had to carry the offering to the effigy. Who is they? And what did they do? What did they do to your offering? Quaggan didn't recognize them. It was dark. They did something to Quaggan's offering. It was fast. Quaggan didn't think. Phoo, at least the tadpoles are safe. The little ones. Your tadpoles will be ashamed of you if you don't do what's right. Oh, you're right. Quaggan will come to Lion's Arch, if only to set a good example for the tadpoles. Vex Machina. Nice name. It's like Vox Machina, except, you know, slightly different. I wonder if that is a Critical Role reference. It's right there. I'm not a huge critter, but I have been watching... That's the name of Critical Role fans, right? Critters? But I have watched the first episode of the latest season. God damn, does it put me to shame. Every time I look at the characters, and I'm like, how are they able to play a character for like 2 hours and actually make them like instantly more complex than any of my characters have ever been? And I know people will go, oh, you shouldn't... I know people will go, oh, you shouldn't compare yourself, right? You shouldn't compare yourself to them, and I don't. I understand that I'm never going to be to that level. But goddamn, does it make you go, wow, every time you see it, though? It's impressive. It's so impressive. And also, I was very interested into it. There is one person that's kind of getting on my nerves in it, but my hope is that it's not always going to be that person. Like, I'm hoping that when they split up, that maybe I can just, like, you know, I won't see them half the time, and maybe they'll grow on me, I don't know. We'll see. It's very weird to say that my favorite D&D isn't done by the professional voice actors, or like isn't even really like insanely popular. But the reason I like it is because of the obvious rawness to it. It feels like not only is it really fun, but it feels attainable. Does that make sense? Like, it feels like it's something that I could see me getting to the level of doing, while simultaneously being really, really fun and interesting. Look, I had to double get those. There's no reason to not get them here. I've got a worrying feeling I'm gonna be attacked. We're just gonna do this just in case, although normally they put us in an instance. Upon close inspection, the corpse matches the description of the missing Dragon Bash Ogre representative. Search the area for clues. Tactical box detects anomalous arcane materials on the corpse. Oh, I got a message. Eleanor Jr., Inspector Kyle, and her line guard have tracked down the last two suspects. As with the previous three, I leave it to you to handle the questioning. Here are our leads. The Coden suspect, Trembling Song, is spotted in Snowden Drifts and the Lost Child Sorrow camps. Unsubstantiated rumor place our Sylvari suspect, Astoria, hiding out in the Caledon forest in Rowan Woods. Okay. Just show me where the area is. I'm sick and tired of doing this. Oh, I don't have any way to get to it. No, we do. We can go here. I got bored. You'll notice I said before I'd do all the walking, but I got bored. We're going to try and get some teleporters at the very least while we're going around. Just because it means that you can teleport around more. And it means I can explore this area a bit more, you know? I've never been here. Except for, like, I think a quest. Because I've teleported here and I've got 4 teleporters. But I've got, like, nothing of the other stuff. Like, not even, like, the special locations, which are normally, like, right next to teleporters half the time. Now this. Thank you. Okay, what was the map telling us? Oh, I didn't read this bit, sorry. I've been examining the clues already recovered. The Tassel box uncovered trace elements with magical properties. I'm not sure yet, but my guess is that these components formed a component that turned the effigy into a death trap. I think our last 2 suspects will hold the final pieces to the puzzle. Whatever you discover, return to the crime scene in Lion's Arch afterwards so we can share our findings. And this is place hiding out in the Caledon Forest in Rowan Woods. Rowan Woods. Okay, I'm going to guess it's this area here. This isn't really that wooded for really to be called a wood. That makes sense? It makes me wonder if maybe it's not this area. I haven't got this place mapped out, so it doesn't have the names. I guess this bit's more of a wood, actually. So maybe he's here. Yes, this is the Rowan Wood. Where are you? Here's Sylvani. We're not gonna hurt you. Except you might get in trouble. I actually don't know what the general What is the general ruling when it's a crime, but also like their family have been kept, you know, like, and threatened? Like, what is that considered? Like, do they still go to jail for that? Hello, you.
I know your face from my dream.
You're not here to kill me. You're not here to kill me. That's obvious. And you're not a lion guard. You found... Okay, someone just... Okay, sorry. You're not here to kill me. That's obvious. And you're not a lion guard. You found me all the way out here, so you're good at what you do. Tell me, who are you? I need you to come to Lion's Arch for questioning. I didn't kill anyone, and I'm not setting one manicured toe back in the city without good reason. I was set up. What are you talking about? They posed quite the argument. Be on the stage or face the police. I used my wiles to get the representative spot. Then they gave me a trinket. I didn't have a choice. I can't go back there. You know the Lion Guards are pushovers. No. You know. You will go back to... No, I'll go with this one. You know, the Lion Guard are... Nah, let's do this one. Lion's Arch needs you. Stand up for justice and return to give your testimony. Huh, by the mother, you're serious. Doing the right thing will leave you alone, poor and dead, but alright, I'll come back. Alone, poor and dead. Wow. Harsh. But I guess... I understand the mindset. But nice doesn't always mean being a pushover. Nice is just doing things that are nice for the sake of being nice. It's what I'd like to say, but this is very much a do as I say, not as I do, because I do not consider myself a particularly nice person. I don't consider myself a bad person, but like when I think of nice people, I think of people that can do something nice without even thinking about it. Like there's not even hesitation, and there will be hesitation if I'm doing something like major. You know? Does that make sense? I realized I talk about me not being nice a lot on these streams, but it just comes up because we're talking to people that are varying degrees of, you know, being nice.
All I know is they come from a far-off land and live behind that wall.
I mean, walling yourself off when dragons exist and like several other incredibly scary things exist, I understand where they're coming from if I'm being brutally honest. If I knew there was a huge wall in between me and danger, even if my heart of hearts, even if my head was like, you do know that like that wall's not going to be that useful against like a dragon, I'd still be like, yeah, but the wall makes me think I'm safe. The wall would be kind of enough. Does that make sense? It gives me a sense that I'm fine, even if I'm not. It's another reason why I think if I was in a fantasy world and I wasn't a human, I'd be a dwarf. I'd be a dwarf because I'm stubborn, and I would perfectly be fine sitting in a walled city for all my life, never seeing anything outside of that. I'm not a great craftsman. I don't think I'm quite hardy or tough, but I am stubborn. And it's not all of them have to be tough, because there has to be some that are just like, I'm the benchmark of not being tough, so they know what isn't tough. That make any sense? I don't know why I'm walking this, because I know for a fact it's going to be taking me in a roundabout way that will not be useful, and that will just not. It will be significantly longer than what it was if I had just teleported. But I guess exploring this area kind of has some logic to it and it's cool. God, that's such cool art again. If I was making a plant person, I'd take that art. I wonder if there's like somebody has posted just the art for loading screens. Like in pretty good quality pictures. Maybe they've done a concept art book or something. But I wouldn't want a concept art. I would want the art from the loading screens. Okay, this one is in Snowden Drifts. Now that sounds like a place where the big humans that are Vikings come from. I forget what the name of them are. It's weird that that portal is slightly off. Have you noticed that on the map? It's like here, and the original one's here. You know, this is going to sound weird, but I am glad that they're doing a Halloween event, because I don't know if it's just around me or if it's just in my country. I feel like people nowadays don't really care about Halloween. Now, obviously, I am not the target demographic anymore. I'm not even at the point where I'm at the upper limit of like, oh, go to parties where they use it as an excuse to dress up. So I can understand that I'm not the target demographic. But like, I don't see any decorations going up about it. It's all Christmas. It's all just Christmas stuff. I don't see any adverts about it. It's all just Christmas stuff. Yeah, I feel like it's gone to the point now where Christmas has cannibalized effectively any holiday, at least over here. Any holiday that's sort of in the wintry months. Because winter has kind of like become synonymous with Christmas. Now, saying all that, obviously there's a couple of wintry months that are after Christmas and they're not related. But everything before that, so like your October, November and December feel like they are effectively just Christmas. Now, I'm saying this, I haven't actually even thought about Christmas presents yet, so obviously it hasn't completely overtaken my mind, but definitely in stores it has. And I'm not ready for Christmas, you know? I'm going to say it. I'm not ready for it. I like this. I like having an experience thing here. I like having the increased swiftness I'm going to get in cities. Oh no, they're being attacked. I hope they don't destroy this bridge. That's going to count as me being part of the event, and it's going to show me it failed. It does it every time. That shouldn't count. I didn't even do an attack. I didn't take damage. I didn't do an attack. Is that guy running after me? No, it's just taking the street. I was worried there for a second. I was like, oh god, is that person going after me? Is it one of those ones that continually tracks you down the whole time? You are incredibly underdressed. I mean, I can't say anything. Literally my back is exposed. But I didn't get a choice here. Oh, there's a rift. I literally saw that spawn. That's a rarity. I'm not going to do it, though. I never know what those things actually are, and I definitely wouldn't do one of those on my own. So, those Sons of... it begins with an S. It's like Sons of Sargon or something. That's another Elder Dragon. I'm assuming. It's either an Elder Dragon or it's just a regular dragon. Trembling Song. Where is the Trembling Song? Is that the Trembling Song? No, that's a Blasted Haven. Oh. There he is. Hello, Trembling Song. Are you Kodo's judgment come at last? I'm ready to surrender my blood and spirit to you. We need to hear your side of the story. My shame is my shadow. I caused a death by breaking a vow. Now I must give up my own life to pay for it, either by my hand or by Kodo's will. You plan to take the coward's way out? Ah, perhaps you are right. I shall face my accuser. Kodo will decide my fate, not me. I'll come to Lion's Arch.
Is it just me, or am I amazing?
You are amazing. It's not just you. Everybody's been saying it. Lion's Arch. I don't know who this Coda person is, but thank God they were devoted to them. Yeah, I'll carve. This is a carving pumpkin. I'll carve that. There. Peltnor. Nice name. I mean, it sounds like you have fleas, though, because you're gnawing your pelt, but... These are significant. If these are supposed to be the effigies, they're like twice the size of what they... Like, more like 5 times the size of what they actually are, seemingly.
I'll make an educated guess that these ingredients are all I need to fine-tune the Tassybox settings.
I'll calibrate the Tassybox to detect a refined combination of chemical compounds found around the crime scene. Fire one up and let's see what the secret's revealed.
Let's see what new evidence it turns up. Nice job.
Okay. First off, Kodo.
The truth is revealed. The light shows the way.
You.
Oh, glowing, shiny. I'm shiny. Ooh, shiny, shiny, shiny.
What is happening to Quaggan? Quaggan's colorful.
This better mean I'm innocent, because this isn't my color at all.
What? Green is your colour? Still no point. Still no signs pointing to any suspects. Disappointing. The Tassybox is upgraded, right? I could try rescanning the others again. Not a bad idea. Let's give it a shot. Is it you? At the very least, they could have given us some ale for the weight. What about you? What? Do you need to check me again? What about you? The High League representative stares you down. He isn't pleased. What about you? My hands are clean. Yep. What about you?
You're next.
Can I go next?
Kidding.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Looks like our little helper pirate was helping herself.
Marjorie Delacroix. I'll remember that.
Trin, you're under arrest by Lion Guard authority. You will
Nah, smoke bomb.
So much for discretion. Crew, it's time to earn your pay.
What the?
You should know I'm not all smart.
I'm always like, oh, it's going to be surprised, like, some of the Lions Guard are on her side. And then it's not that. It's just that they jump from the ceiling. Which honestly is a bit more annoying. Like, it would be so much cooler if it was that they had bribed Lions Guard or something. Make it a bit more of a surprise. But maybe that's too hard to... No, it wouldn't be too hard to program. Let's get out of here. God, there's so many dudes she hired. I mean, I appreciate not just going with, like, one person. When they're, like, guards are, like, 5 people... and they're trying to attack a bunch of representatives, I'm always like, that's a bit weird.
Is it over?
Oh, I thought this was the bloody hand guy. No, he's just a dude with a cannon? I mean, a cool cannon, don't get me wrong. We're not going to lie and say it's not a cool cannon. But we are surrounding you like... It's like 7-1. Wait, did he not lose?
We haven't seen the last of the Aether.
Okay, if that's how you want to play it.
Her name was My Trin, and she had us all fooled. But she's not getting away, not on my watch. I'll let you know as soon as we track them down. Sounds like another case for Daliq's investigating team. Not this time. Miss Mead and I are heading back to Divinity's Reach. Now that we know who the culprit is, the rest is Lions Guard work. This is their jurisdiction after all, so Cass and I are on our next job. I'd keep your head down if you're sticking around to help. Things are gonna get ugly, fast. I'm heading back to Divinity's Reach in the interim. You're leaving already? I'm no Lions Guard. I don't make arrests. You should drop in at the Dead End Bar when you get the chance. I owe you a drink. Sure. It's interesting that it always starts us here. I don't really know the significance of it, but it always starts us here. Do you reckon we could do... We've got 6 minutes left. That could be the next part of this mission, unless it's going into a literal dungeon, which I think is incredibly unlikely, unless we found the base already. It might just be one of those situations where I, where I just go over there, talk to her, she tells me to just deal with the Aetherblade Pirates activity, and then that'll just be the start of next session, or next stream that we do, next Friday. That's my guess at the very least. Because, I mean, if we have to leave 5 minutes early just so that we're not like halfway through something when we come back, I think that's fine. I'm sure you heard about the increase in price for the Game Pass. I'll say this. I still think it's worth the money now. With the caveat that it's only worth money now if you are actively using it. Now, I'm actively using it for Pillars of Eternity. So I'm actively using it for 2 hours every week, minimum.
Greetings.
So I think it's worth me doing. Ah, Commander Eleanor Jr., good to see a friendly face. We're looking for the whereabouts of the Aetherblade base. I'm looking forward to seeing your work. What do you need? We're looking for the whereabouts of the Aetherblade base. You said that. My agents have reported seeing encoded messages throughout the region. I need your help tracking them down. No problem. It's gonna be a bunch of these tracking ones again. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't all be the same thing. You know what? I don't feel like doing those now. I think this is a good place to stop. I appreciate the people who came into the chat. I appreciate everything you've done. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. I will see you on Monday for whatever we feel like doing. I'll be on Wednesday for more Pillars of Eternity, and Friday for more of this. But until then, I wish you all a good couple of days. I wish you a good weekend. And I have to say goodbye. Love you and leave you. Bye 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 bye.